My name is Ilana, and I'm your guide for this 25-minute meditation experience. So, a couple things to say as you settle into your body, as I context, to give yourself a moment to stretch or wiggle or arrange props underneath you or around you for comfort and ease in the physical body, because inner exploration is much more challenging, if not mm, mostly impossible, without an outer shell of body that's stable and steady and comfortable, relaxed, and awake and alert. So as the body finds its way in real time, it's the last Monday, the last day, even in the month of September 2024, where our theme in the Kripalu Online Studio is celebrate community. Celebrate community. And I had a couple of thoughts and offerings for our practice this morning along those lines. So as you're arriving in your body, these practices, especially meditation, I find can be a very internal, solitary, introspective me experience. Yeah. But for me, the whole point of all these me practices are to engage with the we. I like to say we go in to go out. So these 25 minutes might feel very much like, oh yeah, this is me, my form, my body, my breath, my practice, my world. But it's all intertwined and interrelated and interconnected. So as we go in, beginning to settle the eyes, the focus, the gaze, either with a downcast gaze or even a shuttering of the eyes altogether. If it feels welcome, you might dedicate this practice to someone or some group of people that are in need of some support, some connection, some community care. And in real time and in our real community, we have many members of our community down in the North Carolina area so hit these last few days by a hurricane and by devastation. Even the leader, you may or may not know, but the Kripalu Online Studio, the head, our boss is in Asheville, North Carolina, and she's okay and not okay. And so perhaps whether you know Jess or not, this practice might be dedicated towards her and all those, not just in Asheville, but even around the world, needing the care of one another. What is it like to remember we're not in this alone? Beginning to feel the breath, sitting up tall and the torso open in the heart. If it feels welcome, allow the hands to come to the place of the heart, hooking the thumbs, letting the fingers spread towards the sides of the shoulders and the collarbones in this butterfly-like shape. Garudasana, or the eagle mudra. To me, it feels like a butterfly. Thumbs hooking, fingers spreading, palms rest right on the space of the heart. And as the body breathes and the body settles, I offer us a sutra from the Radiance Sutras, which you may or may not have heard me reference before, but it's an ancient yogic text, the modern interpretation. The Vijnana Bhairava Tantra is a meditation text from thousands of years ago, and it offers 112 different practices of meditation, doorways into wonder and delight. And Sutra 77 says, the heart of the universe pulses in all hearts. There is one who is the life in all forms. There is one who is joyful in simply existing in all bodies, as all bodies. Explore the life that is the life of your present form. One day you will discover it is not different from the life of the secret one. And your heart will sing triumphant songs of being at home everywhere. For this time, these precious 25-ish minutes that you've devoted and dedicated to practice, this sutra invites you to explore the life that is the life of your present form. For the sake of being at home everywhere, knowing that your life is not different than the life of the secret one and all bodies. If hands are still in Garudasana Mudra, decide, do they want to stay or are they ready to float down? They can rise back up at any time that it feels welcome. Breath to breath, moment to moment through practice, you soften your body. Find ease in your breath. Perhaps connect in with the connections between. What is it like to spend just a little time experiencing the heart of the universe pulsing in your heart? Being both in your inner anatomy, inner experience, this shell of flesh and blood and heart and soul and mind that is you, your present form. And the sutra says one day you will discover it's not different from the life of the secret one. So maybe this is that day. Maybe not. Simply being willing, open, receptive. Allowing yourself to notice and honor your present form in its purposeful place of pause and practice. Allowing yourself to honor all the phases of practice. There's rest and there's restlessness, and both are welcome. But you signed up, you logged in, you sat down, you made this commitment to yourself. I will practice. I will meditate for 25 minutes. Honoring the commitment to yourself for the sake of who you are and what is to come on the other side. Being present for the entirety of the experience, the ups and downs, the ease and the discomfort. Feeling the tongue rest easily on the soft palate, the jaw not holding, not squeezing, the lower jaw resting easily, hinged passively to the upper jaw. The muscles and skin on the cheeks, soft and relaxed. The circular orbital micro muscles around the eyes, dilating just a bit to allow the eyes to nestle back into their watery holding in the skull. The big brow muscle of the forehead, easing and letting go. Aware of the breath pulsing in and out, all on its own. And when it feels welcome, awareness lands on the space of your heart, with or without the gentle connection of the hands in Garudasana Mudra on top of the heart, feeling that the heart of the universe pulses in your heart. And for this next little bit, 5, 6-ish minutes, I'll be silent. And what is it like to sit in your own awareness, practice, flow, play? And whether it feels like it flies by or it feels like, oh, this is taking eons, you'll hear my voice again in a few moments, minutes, a few minutes, bringing us back together. What is the echo in your heart from these 5 or so minutes of silence? Is there a sigh of relief, a breath of fresh air at the spaciousness? Is there a longing to be filled in with threads of connection and guidance? Or some of both, more likely? And checking in with the hands, and if they're happy where they are, great. If they want to float up to the heart or release back down onto the lap, also great. Sutra 77, the heart of the universe pulses in all hearts. There is one who is the life in all forms. There is one who is joyful in simply existing in all bodies, as all bodies. Explore the life that is the life of your present form. One day you will discover it is not different from the life of the secret one. And your heart will sing triumphant songs of being at home everywhere. Maybe, just maybe, in this last minute or so of practice, you see, are you at home right here, right now, in this body, in this breath, in this ending of practice? Can you be home here? Let that be enough. Home in your present form, home in our present community, home in care for those in your life, in your community, in the world that need your care. And whether that's sending invisible wishes and compassion and kindness and prayers for ease into the universe, or boots on the ground, or both. This is enough, and is this enough? Breathing in. Breathing out. Hands are at the heart. They might float down, and take a moment to ease yourself out of practice, feeling the body, your form, moving, stretching. The breath deepening. What do the arms want to do? What does the gaze want to do? As you begin to transition out of your inner me experience, we go into the we. So here we are all together in real time through the magic of replay. May this practice serve not just you, but all those you come into contact with, right? We go in to go out. And so thank you for going in together. I wish you a sweet rest of your day, whatever is coming next. Peace, 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 many blessings.